I love to tell the story. 'Twill be my theme in glory to tell the old story.
The last 2 weeks of your long study here. So I've done very little compared to the other teachers, Wally and the others, who have spent so much time with you. But I've enjoyed being with you, and I just want to remind you of a few things. James says, be not many people, knowing that you shall listen. And so it is an awesome responsibility that we have of bringing the gospel to other people. In 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, we find Paul writing to Timothy, and he said these words. He said, the things which you have heard from me in the presence of many witnesses, entrust these to faithful men who will be able to teach others also. Well, that's what we do. We pass on to others. Older, wiser men pass on to the next generation the teachings of Jesus Christ. But it will be your generation that will change things in the Philippines. It will be the young people who understand God's Word and are willing to live according to what God's Word says. Now behind me, we have 1 Timothy 4 and verse 12. And so Paul writes to Timothy. How old do you think Timothy was? Well, in the research that has been done, he's probably in his late 20s. He's probably not real young. In his late 20s. But he says, let no one look down on your youthfulness. Now what does that mean? Does that mean that we have a chip on our shoulder? Don't you look down on my youthfulness. Is that what it means? Or does it mean the next verse, or the next part of the verse? But rather, in other words, do not give people opportunity to look down on your youthfulness. But in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and purity, hold yourselves an example to those who believe. That's what he's stressing. That people are going to look to you as an example. And so be the right example in everything. If things change in the Philippines, it's because of young people are a good example. Not only to show other young people the right way to live, but also show older people sometimes the right way to live. And then I leave with you one little final thing that I've stressed in my teaching here, and that's in Philippians chapter 1, and this is always the prayer of the Apostle Paul for disciples, and it is my prayer as well for you. And this I pray, that your love may abound still more and more in real knowledge. Not just rote knowledge, but real knowledge Paul says, knowledge puffs up, but love edifies. If we think we know anything, we know nothing as we ought to know. And in all discernment, so in knowledge and all discernment, so that you may approve the things that are excellent, in order to be sincere and blameless until the day of Christ, having been filled with the fruit of righteousness which comes through Jesus Christ.
Oh Lord, you are a fire. Let it begin. Let it be new. Let me be used for your sake. Giving glory to your name, I can live, knowing that you reside in my heart. Oh Lord, you are